Yes, look at the problems Christians meet in the proclaiming the resurrection of Jesus Christ today. So one of the challenges which Christians have faced is Jesus has not appeared physically to any modern Christian, and there is no clear evidence to show that truly any one of us saw him physically. That is a big challenge. People do wish to see and to hear, where did you meet him from? More Christians are not eyewitnesses of the risen Christ. So there is no concrete evidence, since nobody among us has ever seen Christ physically. And we can't tell that truly that he resurrected. It's not there. Another challenge, those who die in Christ today, they don't come back to life. Maybe they would be the people to tell us that we saw him, this is how he looks like. But after death and burying, we don't see anybody resurrecting. These people, they just stubbornly die forever. More to that, to the few believers, they cannot even access the tomb of Jesus, where he was buried from. We have seen so many people carrying out this kind of pilgrimages to Rome, but none of us has ever told us that I reached where Jesus was buried. Maybe I saw the tomb of Jesus. They just show some few features, but not to that level whereby, like the early believers, for them they even saw and they were able to testify what they saw. Today, Jesus has not physically revealed himself to any of the Christians, like the way how he appeared to Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Salome, how he appeared to Thomas, and even to 11 disciples, maybe how he appeared to Cleophas on his way to Emmaus. None of the believers today has ever seen such happening to him or her. More to that, the modern preachers are also confronted with science and technology, which always opposes Christianity and more so its teaching about the risen Lord. People are now diverting their minds from the belief of Jesus Christ to science and technology, because these are tangible. They are able to touch and see, since they can communicate with one another far distant. So there is no belief in the risen Christ. More to that, the story of Jesus' resurrection seems to be too ancient. And far from modern teaching. By the way, it is true. We just believe, and there is no clear evidence or a proof that indeed he resurrected. We just believe in the writings. And when you look at the writings compared to the period of time, there is no clear proof on that. Anyone can write, and people are continuing to write a lot of information. So this one also becomes a challenge. Some people, like the Muslims, reject the idea of Jesus being the Son of God, that he died and resurrected. They don't believe. Many times they say that he was a prophet like Muhammad. When Muhammad died, Muhammad did not resurrect or come back to life again. So they normally proclaim it to be impossible that he was not a son of God. And whatever kind of teachings which people try to preach about, those are just lies. Then we have the influence of paganism and belief in traditional religion. They don't believe in Christianity because for them they believed in the supreme God, God who had some assistants, and these assistants could be appreciable or consulted in case of any kind of need arises. We also have a point of the influence of modernity, the Western belief, which is opposed to Christianity. This one is a big challenge today. People, we are not believing in the Christ. We believe that Christ was an ancient thing, and we are in another world, also being another century, being different from the time of Jesus Christ. Why should we go with such kind of belief which has no proof? So at the end of the day, they are trying to divert people's mind from Christianity to their personal interest. We also have a point of unanswered prayers. People have prayed, most especially majority of people pray for money. You find that this person remains poor year after year. And there is no need for a person to continue praying when your prayers are not answered. Likewise, other people are prayed to have children, but they are now aging and they have not received a child. Which kind of God is that? The God who does not answer people's prayer immediately. So you find that it is being a challenge to some of the people who are in need of something and they cannot receive it within a period of given time. Then we also have some people doubting about Jesus' resurrection, thinking that after the death, the body is destroyed. It becomes useless. How can a useless thing come back to life? That's why we believe that when a person dies, this person has gone forever. And after burying them, they are not coming back to life. So such kind of thing is diverting people's mind, and it becomes a challenge to some of the Christians to proclaim that Christ resurrected or Christ is being the Son of God. Then we also look at a point of the delayed parousia. That is the second coming of Jesus Christ. If indeed he resurrected and he promised to come back, what is stopping him from appearing again? Meaning that this man did not resurrect. It was a kind of spirit that was a ghost which could appear to people. Because there is nothing which can stop him from coming back, let him come back for the second time. And many other believers who try to give an evidence that we communicated, they don't show that how was he dressing. What kind of talk? They just say, I had a vision of Christ. But did you see him physically? Then other believers say that Mary appeared to them, but why not Jesus appearing to these people? Instead, he comes in the dream. Yet to these other people, he could appear physically. Otherwise, thank you for listening to me.